Hello, hello. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Unfiltered and Unashamed. We're here today just flying by the seat of our pants, I think.
Yep. But you know what? Sometimes that's the best way to do it.
Yeah,
Just dive in.
yeah, yeah. I probably should have had more caffeine, but it's okay. I'm going to
I
grab that
just,
as I'm
I
thinking about it.
literally just went and got caffeine. I probably should have got it 20 minutes ago, so I felt good now.
Right, I know. I should have been drinking this, but I was drinking water. I don't know. I felt weird today. Do you feel like
There
as
are
you've
random
gotten,
periods where you're off.
yeah, but like even like as I've gotten older, I feel like just like physically, like there's some days that I just don't feel good. Like I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
like I'm kind of like nauseous, but for no
It's like a weird
reason.
hangover without drinking.
Yeah, I'm
Hmm.
tired, but then I ate, like I've eaten, I've drank water, like that. I actually drank all my water instead of my coffee. And I just feel like yucky. There's no way to
Hmm.
really describe it other than that. So, I
Yeah.
guess that's the joy of being in your 40s. Another joy of being in your 40s.
Yes, which brings me to something that I realized last night that I was
Okay.
like, oh, I have to share this with you. So, do you remember in your 20s or your 30s and you'd be out and the server or the bartender or the person who bagged your groceries, whoever called you ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
and you were so offended?
Mm-hmm.
At least I was. I mean, I
Yeah.
think you
Oh, yes. Because
were.
I'm not a
I
man.
was
Yeah.
like, I'm not a ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, the cashier at a place that I was at said, I hope you have a good evening. Thank you, ma'am. And my brain said, oh my gosh, what a nice young man showing respect. And then I paused and I went, oh my God, now I'm at the age where I'm not offended anymore. What the fuck happened?
Well, I don't get offended anymore. I get like it's like, oh shit. Like it brings me back to reality. Like it's like a reality
It
check.
was like, well,
Yeah.
the startling reality check for me was like, oh my God, I appreciated that. I wasn't
Right.
like, I do
Irritated.
not look like a ma'am.
Yeah. 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 It's a hard go. I was looking through, or like I don't know, it
Weird
was a
shit.
memory or something of pictures that popped up, and I'm telling you, since COVID, I've aged more than I think I did for like the 10 years prior to that.
I believe that.
Um, I don't know if it happens to be our age. I don't know if it happens to be the life we live in now, the world we live in, or just where we are in our stage of life. Or
Or a combination.
yeah, and it's sad because I'm like 10 years ago I looked much younger. It's a little hard. It's a little hard to swallow. So that's kind of a bummer. Where it's just like, how do you? Obviously, it's your whole life. You go through that,
Right.
and we're always gonna have those moments where you look in the mirror and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
and it's not going to get any better. That's something to
Mm.
remember. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, we have to embrace it, but we also have to. I think we need to learn how to talk to ourselves about it. That's something I'm like, okay, I'm not going to, because my husband, he was just like, I don't, why does it bother you so much? I'm like, why doesn't it bother you?
No, I
you
know.
know?
I think about that all the time. I'm like, why is it so hard for me to accept aging? We could get in all sorts of psychological stuff,
Yeah.
right? Like as women and cultural pressure and all of that. But it's like, I,
I
I don't
think
know.
part of
It's
it is
so
that I'm
hard.
finally happy with myself internally.
And you want
And
the external to reflect
yes,
it? Yeah.
yes. I
Yeah.
that's hard in your younger years. I didn't find
Have
any
the same
peace within
confidence
myself.
level.
Yeah, so that's tough. But here we are, older and
Hmm.
wiser, which is a joy. I mean, that's helpful too. But I don't know what else I would want to be called though, because if someone called me Miss, I would probably be irritated.
I don't think I know how I would feel unless it happened. Like you know what I mean? Like I'd have to be in the moment to know how I would feel, and it might depend on my mood.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah,
if it was somebody that was like clearly older than me and they called me miss, I don't,
that probably wouldn't bother me. I guess.
that probably wouldn't bother me. But clearly significantly younger, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Um, just it. So this.
I was never hooked on the misses part of anything. Even when I was married, I was a miss.
Oh, okay, sure.
And I know they're two different, Miss and Mrs. represents like two
Yes,
different language phrases.
I get
Like I
Ms.
think
a
I
lot.
can own Miss easier.
Okay. Hmm. I mean, it's more youthful too. But I think it's interesting. I This is kind of like a left, returning left here. Have you heard of? It's dude dad,
Mm-mm.
and he's this guy who he's married and they have like four kids or something like that. And like his content is very lighthearted. It's funny. It's family oriented ish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think his market was men, but generally, a lot of women I think are in his what do you call that demographic? And I should have sent it to you. Basically, it is he put out like a PSA almost in a way for men as on a woman's monthly cycle and like
Mm.
where their physical body is at, what that does with their mental capabilities and state. It actually was really really interesting, and the way that it broke it down, it was just that reminder of we never get a break.
Mm.
We never get a break.
Yeah.
It was just an interesting kind of like side note. I should have sent it to you earlier so we could have like hit on it, but it's a journey for sure. And then when you have people, calling you things that you're not happy about because it amplifies either your age or
Mm.
your lack
Yeah.
of because I mean even when you were younger, right, it might have irritated you if someone called you Missy, like because that's
Oh,
like
yeah, that feels
like, oh
very
excuse me miss, like like if you're like, oh hey Missy or whatever, like I feel like that's something that is it would I'm like that to me. I'm like you're not
talking,
belittling.
it's condescending.
Yes, yes. So it kind of it's interesting just how those terms. I'm sure men have those terms, right? Do they? Sir, sir, there,
Boy,
ma'am,
boy.
boy, man, men,
Remember,
sir.
do you remember that Dane Cook like forever ago? Like we were in our early 20s probably, or
Hmm.
mid 20s. And he had that skit about like, hey bud, hey pal, and like
Yeah,
all the like things that we call guys, but if they say it to each other, you can tell there's about to be a fight.
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, it makes a difference how you address people.
Tone and everything. Yeah. What am I doing this weekend? Working?
Mm. I have a busy Saturday too.
Yeah, I mean, I'll work on Saturday. I might start preparing for fall, like in the landscaping and that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. On Sunday, we'll see.
Yeah.
It's been rainy off and on all week, so I don't know if it's supposed to rain that day or not.
I
I
have
don't
no
know
idea.
what happened to my weather app, but for some reason it has changed my permanent location to Las Vegas
Hmm. I mean, maybe that's a
when
sign.
it updated, and I was like, hmm.
Maybe that's a sign.
So now I go in there and I'm like, there's no way it's 90 degrees out
I don't know. It was the
and
other day.
sunny. It's 90 degrees and sunny with zero chance of rain. I'm like, this something's wrong here. And then
Right.
I
You're like, this is
noticed,
not Omaha. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I know the weather's been a little a wonky donkey for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you going to the pumpkin patch tonight? There was,
I'm working at the pumpkin patch
oh,
tonight,
okay.
so we actually went last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw an alert on the Facebook scanner that there's professional fireworks there and at one of the high schools tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they do them
To
every
keep,
Friday in September.
oh, they do? I didn't know
Hmm.
that.
We went
The
last night.
recommendation was to make sure that you keep your pets safe.
That you what?
Keep your pets safe so it doesn't run
Oh,
away.
oh, that's nice. I guess my dog doesn't give a crap about the pets, so
Oh, mine
or
do.
about the pets, about the fireworks. Oh my God, they do it every Friday. I need to get you out there. It's fun. We went last
What
night.
time do
It's
they close?
on weekends, 10:30.
Okay,
Is
so
it
you work
10?
till
Maybe it's 10.
10:30 or 11?
I think it's 10, and I think it's 10. But we kept it like closed or whatever. This is the first Friday I'm working this season. I have not. Last year I worked a lot of Fridays, more than not. And this year I was like, yeah. I mean, they're not bad. It's just it's different people that I work with
Hmm.
and
Well, I also think it's hard.
younger.
yeah, I think it's hard to work now. I mean, at one point in time, it didn't feel like that big of a deal, but I think it's hard to work till 10 or 11 o'clock on Friday night and turn around and be prepped for a day of clients the next morning.
Yeah, and I'm famous for doing this. I worked appointments today, and then I am basically picking up kids and leaving right away because the traffic is atrocious
Hmm.
to get there. And I'll be home probably around like 10:45 or 11 tonight. And then I work tomorrow here,
Hmm.
I think until 2. And then my youngest, like, school class is doing like a party. Like, a mom won some like party package for like cookies
Hmm.
and cake or I don't know, something. So she was like, hey, would anyone want to do this? So she's hosting that, or a couple people are hosting that during the Husker game. And so I was like, well, that at least gets him like to go hang out with his friends or whatever. But then we have a concert that we're going to tomorrow night. So
Oh, who are you going to see?
the Red Clay Strays,
Oh, you've
country,
seen them
country.
before.
Yeah,
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 not my jam.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how I'm gonna fit that all in. I mean, after I'm gonna be exhausted. Basically, it's what it will be. I will be highly dosed on caffeine, and I'll come home and I'll go to sleep tonight right away. But I won't because like I'm weird about that. Like after
Because you've
working
been
like in a food
outside.
environment, like it's more like the food environment. I'm not serving food. It's just still weird to me. I don't know. I feel like I smell like grease, even though I'm
Yeah.
not in it. But um, yeah, so we went last night though, and we saw a drone show. I didn't know that was
Oh,
a thing that even existed. It was actually really cool. They have like all these drones, and they go up in the sky, and they're synchronized, and they make pictures.
yeah. So, like a light show, sort of.
Yeah, yeah, it was just something different. So, yeah, and then like basically Sunday we'll turn around and it will be recovery from the exhaustion and trying to get
Right. And
everything
then you're
ready for
back into
next
a
week.
week. Speaking of
Yeah,
which, I believe homecoming is
our
next weekend.
homecoming isn't until the 2nd of October or the 5th. It's
Mhm.
the first Saturday in October.
Oh, 2 weeks.
Yeah. And I have asked multiple times if we're going. I'm told I don't know. I said, have you talked to your friends? And he said, no. And I said, he goes, do people do that? I said, yeah, they make plans. They do make plans. And I said, you're going to need something to wear if you're going to go. And I just actually saw this video. Sometimes it's terrifying, like what videos pop up when you haven't even
Hmm.
had like the conversation out loud. You feel like, but
Yeah.
it was basically this woman who's just, it was like, dear future daughter-in-law. I'm trying, but like with homecoming, like the boys don't know when it is, they don't know where it is, they don't know when they need to buy tickets, they don't know what they're wearing. I mean, it's very, we're homecoming as a girl.
Hmm.
Most girls, I would say, I would assume, or at least our group, we were on it. Like
But
if there was something
yeah.
that we wanted to do, we were on it.
Hmm.
And we knew all the information. Now maybe he just doesn't want to do it, and that's fine. Which, whatever, that would be fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's
I
not
also
really.
think I also think homecoming just isn't as big of a deal. I mean, I think over the years, like homecoming has kind of faded.
Yeah, I
Prom
agree.
has been prom has been amped up, and homecoming has faded. It seems like.
Yeah, I think I would appreciate it now more than I did then.
Sure.
Like I would appreciate having the time to like get dressed up with my friends and go to a nice dinner and have the reason to do that.
And
Um,
that's the piece that's missing, right? Because we actually, in all reality, could do that every weekend. We could get
we
dressed
could,
up and go out to
right,
eat with our
right,
girlfriends. We could
right.
do that.
Yes, yes, we could, but we wouldn't have something grander after. You know what I mean? Like an event. Like then say like you go to dinner and then you go to not necessarily a dance, but like like a live show or like. And yes, we still can do that, but it's just
we,
different
I was just kidding.
because you have to figure it out where this is planned for you. And you're just
Yes.
like the dates planned, the times planned, the entertainment's planned, all of it's planned.
Yeah.
And
It's also like I feel like there's just a huge difference in the expense as an
Well,
adult.
yeah, because you're paying for it all, you know?
Right.
Where maybe for homecoming or prom, maybe your parents bought your tickets or,
Right.
yeah, paid for the dress or paid for the dinner or whatever. But, and you're not paying for your whole life at that point in time, too. So that makes a big difference.
It's, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a big
it's all those
difference.
extra costs. Well, I was telling someone, I think I told you how I wanted that skylight calendar really bad.
Yeah, you did.
I did not buy one because I'm at the age now that I'm like, I really don't need to spend the money on a calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want it. Where 5 years ago, I'd be like, I would have bought it the first,
Yeah.
I mean, just, and now it's just
But
that
I
like,
need this somehow.
right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I also feel like I'm accumulating so much stuff. I feel like my house is so overly cluttered and I don't even know where to begin. And it's really overwhelming. And so I was like, yeah, a calendar's not going to fix that. It's just going to bring one more thing into my house. So,
Right.
you know, excuse me.
And while it may make things easier for you to some degree, if the other people in your house aren't using it or paying attention to it, I could see it actually amping up frustration.
Mm-hmm.
Does that
I'm
make
sure.
any sense?
Yeah, no, it does. I mean, I actually just had this conversation with the client today because his wife was frustrated that she's constantly reminding everybody about
Mm-hmm.
everything. And I said, well, like get a nap or get something like that. But she personally likes to do like a paper calendar. And I was like,
Mm.
well, then that's on her. That's why I'm like, no,
But
no, no.
is the paper calendar like posted in a common area?
I mean, I
Because
didn't ask that, but I mean, I
I
think it's
think
just one of
that's
those.
different.
It probably, yeah, that would be different, but I don't know. I think it's one of those things that it just reality wise, most
Mm-hmm.
homes, there's one person who's in charge of calendars, and
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be the woman always. It's just normally it's just one person who, and I mean, there's a time where I definitely feel like, well, I shouldn't have to remind them about this, but I'm going to just avoid
Mm-hmm.
any mishaps. Like I sent a reminder, even though we've talked about it like 8,000 times. I'm working tonight because it's not the norm.
Right.
So there's that too. Good Lord, it's gonna be a long 5 hours. And that's the other thing with age is like I used to do work all day,
Mm-hmm.
or if I wasn't physically at work, I was at home with kids all day, and then I went to work, and like I could do it.
Totally.
And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even have time for a nap. I'll get a 20-minute nap, just 20 minutes. But that's okay. No biggie.
You'll get
We'll
it
just,
done.
we'll just get some coffee.
It'll all be okay.
Yeah, and he's stopping at gas.
Ugh.
I hate getting gas. It's a chore that I
So do
hate.
I.
Hate it. It's just
It's
not.
not like it's hard. I just don't want to
No,
do it.
no. And I think I'm getting worse about it. Like I'm getting.
You're
It's like.
waiting
Mm-hmm,
longer in between.
mm-hmm. And I used to be one where it was like got to like a quarter tank and I'd put gas in. And well, during the winter, I pick my gas fill days on the weather.
Mm.
So generally, I'll like try to like, oh, I'm at half a tank. What day is the nicest day? And if it happens to be that day, then I fill up that day. But when it's not crappy outside, it's like I drive by 8 gas stations and I'm like, ugh, I don't wanna.
Do you have like your go-to gas stations?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I did more when we lived at our old house because we had a gas station right
Yeah.
there. And now actually I feel I do have my go-tos, but I don't have like a convenient gas station, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. I don't really feel like I have like a convenient one per
No,
se
you
where I'm
don't.
at either. I'm shocked there isn't one closer to me. They're not that far away, but just
But no, but yeah, but it's yeah,
um yeah. No, I pretty much always go
to
to
the
the
same
same
one.
one.
Yeah. I mean, I have
Hmm.
like three, and it just depends on where I am. And again, my life kind of just consists of one
One
thing.
major road.
Yeah. Um, and so the last week I stopped, we went to a wedding, and it was a 40-minute drive, and we had to get gas before because shocking, I waited to get, and we stopped, and one got like the pumps weren't on,
Oh.
and then we ran across the street, and so they must have, that whole like area must have just been without power. So it was really obnoxious because we were already running late, and then here we are having to get gas, and two gas stations you take the time to go to, of course, have to go through a major intersection to
Right.
get to them. Like it was
Right.
just, it was fine. It was a fun wedding. It was,
Oh,
it was,
good.
yeah, it was pretty. It was cute. It was, we're officially old. I mean, I don't like to just eat and leave.
Right.
Like I like to like see the dances and like the first dances and stuff like that. And so we did do that. But then it was like, I mean, I was like, we got a 40-minute drive. We didn't have a babysitter. So like I
Oh,
fully trust
yeah.
them for a certain period of time, but it's just easier to be home for bedtime. And so we probably left around like 8 o'clock.
Feels reasonable to me. Because,
Yeah, I thought it was,
again,
it was great. It was like I was in my jammies, the 9:30.
yeah.
Um, yeah, and but then I saw the party that ensued at the wedding after we left. I was like, well, I did not see it going that way.
Oh.
But it looked like it was fun. So I've not been to like a party, or at least stayed for that part of a party in a very, very long time.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Yeah, because
I mean, it
well,
was pre-COVID the last time that I was at an event like that and stayed out really late, like maybe 3 or 4 in the morning.
oh god, not 3 or 4. I mean, I'm saying like till like 11 after a wedding ends.
Oh,
3 or 4, Jesus. It's way
well,
before COVID.
the wedding stuff ended, and then
Oh, and then you go do
went
that.
to a bar, and
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, it's been a really long time since we've done that. Like since first off, since we've like closed a bar down.
Hmm.
Um, and I say we because if I'm going to be out like that, I'm generally with my husband. Um,
Oh my
and
gosh, the night we had that karaoke party in Blackstone, didn't we close the bar down?
yeah, I think so.
And then I hosted an after party, but I think you
We
guys
did
had
not
gone
go to
home.
that. No, we went home, probably rightfully so.
Hmm.
I mean, there were plenty of mornings
Yeah,
we came home and the birds were chirping.
for sure.
Yeah, and they were fun, but it's been a long time, and I don't know. I physically don't know if I could do it now.
I think under the right circumstances, you could.
Sure.
Like, under the right circumstances with the right people. It's all about
Yeah.
the people that you're with.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
And it's all about whether or not you have plans for the next day.
Oh well, if I had plans the next day, I would not be.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm.
But, like, if there was a group of us that were like a girls' trip or something and we were having way too much fun, I could see us staying out really late.
And regretting it because
Well,
we
not
had
necessarily.
or just yeah, just staying out
Well,
so
no,
late.
I'm saying like if we were like on a trip or something where like you
Oh,
didn't have commitments the
yes,
next
yes,
day.
yes. Oh, yeah, I think so too.
I
I don't
think
know if
we
it would be
I
as
think we could
wild.
last pretty late, but
I don't know if it would be as wild, or I would be,
as we were at 17, no.
you know. I mean, I don't know. We hit like a phase in our late 20s that just,
Mm.
it was just like, woo!
Well, that makes sense based on your oldest
Yeah, on
age.
her age, because then she could be on her own and we could go out and yeah. But it
Hmm.
was, lots of life, little memories. And yeah, 4 a.m. is early morning arrival.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
it's a lot.
Yeah. But, I mean, I think I'm still fun. I just do fun in different ways.
I like to be fun during the day.
Your young self would like look at you and be like, "You're such a lame."
No, dude, if I can be fun between the hours of like 11 and 3 and go to bed at like 6 p.m., that would be great. Because then I could like sleep it off for 12 hours or
Sure.
more.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
circumstantial, but I think that's the problem. I am not good at the like fun during the day. and then call
Mm,
it and go to sleep. Like then I'm like, oh, I
yeah.
have XYZ I have to do, or I should have done this, or I would have that. So I mean, now I'm sure if you get to a certain point and you don't have a choice that you go to sleep, then that's a different story. But
Well, true. I just enjoy an afternoon cocktail followed by a long nap or an early bedtime.
yeah, that sounds lovely.
But recognizing that like once I've done that, the rest of the day is shot as far
Right.
as task
Yeah. Yeah.
orientation.
You're not doing anything else. Yeah. I think I'm just getting, again, it's just being tired. Just getting
Yeah.
tired. I don't know what it was. I was at home and I said something like, oh, maybe I'll have seltzer or something. I don't know what it must have been, like a Sunday. And I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't. And then the conversations just ensued. It's like, oh yeah, you'll just be tired. And then, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? And that's just like one, like,
Yeah.
just because I'm like, oh, it kind of sounds good. And then, yeah,
And then you're going to be tired.
and then I'm be tired. Yeah. Who would have thought?
So, lessons from this little
Getting old
momentary
sucks and is
things,
boring.
again related to getting old, but we're accepting. We're starting to embrace these things about ourselves instead of
Hmm.
pretending like we can still do things that we can't
Yes.
or should not.
Yes, and one of them I talked to somebody earlier about is doing physical things that you're just like running. You know, it was like she was saying how
Mm,
her kid is in cross country. I'm like, that's wild that these kids, like so many kids, sign up for track. And
mm-hmm.
she's like, yeah, I mean, she was like, I used to enjoy running, maybe not as a kid, but like as as like a 20-something-year-old adult, I definitely enjoyed it to some extreme. And I said, and I had my, like, I kind of go still in phases of like running. And then I'm like, but then it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
My knees
Mm-hmm.
hurt, my ankles hurt, my
Your
hip will
hips
hurt,
hurt.
my,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And it's like, it's a lot harder. And so that's the other part, is physically knowing your limitations. And that's hard to accept too. And
Yeah.
I saw, God, where was I? And I saw an old person doing something, and I was like, oh, they shouldn't be doing that. But you could tell, like, they want, at a football game and on the bleachers, and
Mm-hmm.
watching all these grandparents. I mean, this one woman, I like finally, like, I just like put out my hand, and she's like, I was like, listen, and I looked at her, I was like, it's easier for me to give you my hand now than have to try to help pick you up. Like I said that. I'm like, I'm just like, listen here, take my hand. And watching these people, maneuver the bleachers, and it blew my mind that so many of them went so far down
Mm-hmm.
and then in. I'm like, wait, why aren't you up top? I mean, it's a high school stadium. It's not like it's, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They're not going to see anything. What the hell are you doing? Like, that's a limitation you need to know. You need to put into place, because
Yeah.
we saw, I don't know how many old people almost fall down the freaking bleachers, because again, they stand up and they're stiff. They have nothing
Mm-hmm.
to hold on to,
Right.
and they're carrying their chair that they brought. I mean, like, it was bad. I was just like, oh my god. I was like, I think they need to label the first two high bleachers as, like, I don't know, 55 and up. Yeah,
Mobility challenges.
yeah, because that would be awful. How embarrassing
Mm-hmm.
would that
That
be?
too. Yeah.
Like, not only are you going to be embarrassed that you fell, but then you're old. That's why you fell. And because the thing is, if you or I fall, most likely, still, thank God, we could at least get ourselves back up. But at a
Yeah.
certain point, it doesn't matter the size of the person, there's a certain point you can't get yourself back up.
Right.
So it's like, so then there's that. So it's like, it would be like a whole slew of reasons as to why we should just stay up higher on the bleachers. That's my PSA for the day.
Also, you get out of there sooner. I mean, I'm just saying.
Right. And
I'm
I'm
always
a,
looking. I'm
I
always
like
looking for the escape route.
I like to sit on the outside. It
Yeah,
drives
up
me
high.
crazy. And I'm like, but I would rather have to let people in and out than have
Mm-hmm.
to go by people for
Mm-hmm.
me to go in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially if I need to leave quick.
Yeah. If I just want to get out of here,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely, yeah, whatever. So yeah, takeaways are, getting old is joy, but it's also a
It's
little
something.
It's
have a good word for it. I'm just going to call it something. Some
it's
days it's
fun.
not so bad, right?
Yeah.
Like you feel more confident, you
Yeah.
give a fuck less.
Yeah.
And then there's other days when you're like, oh, my skin's looking a little crepey. I have
Yeah.
old hands now.
Yeah. 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 Or you hear your knees creaking every time you walk upstairs, you know.
Oh, yeah, mine's been doing that for a good year now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But well, so on that happy note,
Yeah,
enjoy your weekend. And
you too.
we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us, guys. Follow us, like us, all the good jazz. You know where to find us. See you later. Bye.
Bye.